This week in the League of Legends, we have patch 6.2 on out for your playing pleasure at last, and along with that, we got Ivern. Following up real quick after that, we've got tournament information, we've got the Star Guardian skins out to play, information about the 2017 ranked environment, and of course some Halloween skins. All this and more on the Spicy Gaming web show.
This is Water Elemental.
And this is Axis, and we're here to talk about the League of Legends. This is an ongoing cover, talking a little bit about everyone's favorite mobile style battle game. Oh my god, what a week.
Yeah, definitely, after last week, we were like, yeah, there's not going to be too much that's going to be dropped during the, Worlds event going on. Yeah, we were awfully wrong.
I didn't think they were going to release Ivern so quick.
Yeah, I thought they were going to wait until after. I wonder if they're trying to push out patch 619 to Worlds. That's why they're kind of rushing out 620. But we'll see.
Something akin to that. But here we are. We've got Ivern out for play finally. I haven't seen a lot of him, to be honest. I've seen him in maybe 2 games, but from what I've seen so far, he's been kind of low impact. I think this is just a symptom of there not being a character like him, ever. So people really don't know what to do with him. I'm going to pick him up once the IP price goes down and play with him a little bit more. For now, I've only seen him sort of in passing. But from what I've seen, when he's good, he's very good. And when he's bad, he's very bad.
Yeah, he's one of those rubber band characters where, if he's stretched too thin and stuff like that, he's going to do very poorly. If he's tight enough around like farm and stuff like that, he can do exceptionally well. I did see him as a support once, and only once, and it was during, Definitely Not Dominion. It was a thing. He didn't really get any benefit for his passive, but his shield was decent. He was able to kind of put some pressure on with his ultimate. His brush was super useful just because you can use it to kind of block vision from the turret. And there was just a few other things you could do that was fun. He's a very fun character. I think it's going to take time before we actually learn his strengths and weaknesses because he is so unique to his role as this crazy passive-aggressive jungler.
Yeah, the thing that I've seen that's the most horrifying is when he gets Daisy out and he gets Trigger Seed going. Trigger Seed is 70% slow for 3 seconds at all ranks. It's actually a little bonkers how strong that is. 70% slow for 3 seconds is one of the strongest slows in the game right now. It's up there with Gnosis slow, except it's 70% at level 1. It's really, really, really good, and it's one of the things that I've seen that I've actually been the most frightened of is just his E. The problem is you have to stay in range for 2 seconds, but if you do that, it's pretty spoopy.
Yeah, and his shield, the amount of shield he gives you, as well as that dash, is really good for anybody going in for a dank gank,
Dank, boys.
Yeah, well, he's a Green Nation, yo.
That's right.
Go
guys, it's Ivern, go green.
He's so high, man. He's so high. But yeah, he's like that rubber band, I keep using that term. Whenever he just jumps onto someone, especially in a gank, he kind of has 2 engages. He has his Daisy and he has his shield ability. And his shield ability is definitely I'm going in, I'm jumping right on top of you, have the shield, go. And I've seen him paired with a Caitlyn in support, and that was really cool because he's brush, poo. They're both just hammering people out from in the jungle or the created brush. And then when he wanted to jump in, he jumped in hard, and it was just oh my god.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be the character I learn next to support. To be honest, I just really love his kit. So
I love his skin.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but from what I've seen so far, like I said, it really hit or miss. But I think as far as hey, I'm bot lane as a support. I'll have my jungler start top. I'll take the bot creep camp, go into lane, and just tear people up.
Yeah.
That to me is really exciting.
What do you think about his character interactions and his personality? Because this has been something that a lot of people have very mixed on. I personally love this, and I feel that he blends in a lot better into the League of Legends lore opposed to some of the other characters we've gotten lately.
Yeah, compared to stupid what's his face, Skarl and co. Not blown away by him. Yorick, again, it was okay. but a little bit self-inclusive. Um, Ivern, he's got sort of the grandfathery voice, just like a mischievous uncle or something, and he plays into the aesthetic, he interacts with the creatures. I think all that's good, and it's not grating, and it's not like edgy. It's a little goofy, but there's like goofy for like a whimsical tree man, and then there's like Scarl, eat their stupid face, cause they're gay, and you're like, oh cool, he called them gay. Isn't that neat? Like it doesn't. That's not interesting to me. But like, just like, oh, what are we going to do over here? It's like, oh yeah, what are we going to do over here?
It's
Let's go,
the
Grandpa.
Lulu level of charming, where she's just
I
like,
think he's way more charming than Lulu. Lulu's like, lol, rar, I'm 13. He's just like,
oh,
you remember the goofy wizard from the Hobbit movie? He's like him, except less annoying.
yeah, that is a really good comparison. That was really, yeah, he's the brown wizard.
The brown wizard.
What do you give him?
Overall, I like him a lot. I'm gonna toss him a 9, honestly, just because Kit is not only is it unique, but there's a lot of strong elements in there, and the strength of it doesn't necessarily come from an OP ult or like making his skills too overpowered, but just having really strong utility and unique mechanics that make it, one, unexpected, and two, have good enough ratios that it's like I can not build anything and do okay, or I can build into my strengths and be even better. Like that's perfect to me. Lore is not terrible. I mean, it doesn't have the same charm as some of his dialogue does. It's actually kind of depressing, but he's a very interesting character, and I can't wait to pick him up and play him when he's 6,300.
Yeah, I love this character. I'm gonna give him a 9 as well. Aesthetically, he's great. He's very charming. He makes me want to jungle. That's very scary, considering I hate jungling and I never wanted to learn it. But it's this character, I'm like, he seems so much fun to play that I want to take the risk and actually learn this new role that I haven't learned in years. Because I can play middle, I can play top, and I can do both support roles. It's just like jungle's at one place. I'm just like, that's out of my comfort zone and like too much pressure for me. But it's just like, but with Ivern, I want to play him so much, and I want to get the candy skin because the candy skin is creepy and amazing, and I love it. So 9 for me as well. I'm very happy with him. I can't wait to see how the last champion of the year compares to Ivern, because everything now is going to be compared to Ivern, in my opinion.
Yeah. We're moving on next now to patch 6.20. So keep your eyes and ears open for this, because we've got a lot of stuff we're going to blow through as fast as we can. First is Ashe. She got her frost shot changed. It now has a more reliable base slow. So it goes 10 to 20 through levels 1 through 18 rather than 5 to 25. The slow on crit is now triple rather than double. However, the critical slow decays to the normal slow value over half the first duration. So it will slow down kind of halfway and you'll get your base slow. Range of focus, now instead of resetting Ashe's basic attacks, will reduce her basic attack delay to 40% of the full value, so it's no longer an attack time reset. If Ashe is between basic attacks and there's 1 second remaining, casting Ranger's Focus will bring that delay down to 0.40 for the next attack. The flurry damage was reduced by 0.1 for all ranks. Cho'Gath's Feral Scream had its cooldown changed to scale, now 13 through 9 seconds. The range got bumped up to 650. The silence duration was dropped down by 0.5 at the last rank. However, the cone effect now only goes off after the animation plays rather than when the ability is pressed. So it's a lot less reliable, and that's why they're buffing it up to compensate.
Yeah, this is just like Mordekaiser when he got his Juggernaut changes, and they changed the way the cone worked. So they said that any character that has a cone, they're going to be changing their character kits to reflect this change on after the animation, not when the spell was cast, which kind of a bummer. You know, it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to that.
Next up, we've got Jinx. Her Flame Chompers have had their damage reduced, now 70 through 270 from 80 through 300. The mana cost went up to 70 at all ranks, and now you can only be affected by 1 Flame Chomper, both the root and the damage. Nunu got changed. Now, Nunu is one of my favorites, so I was excited about this, but it's not quite the changes I've been looking forward to. His base attack damage got increased to 59 from 56.8. His base attack growth grew by 4 per level from 3.45. His passive Visionary, he now begins with a charge of Visionary, and it will refresh the buff when recalling. This is actually really big because his mana costs are horrific. Consume got a 1-second cooldown reduction at all levels. However, he no longer receives unique benefits for casting Consume on certain neutral enemies. Instead, every large monster consumed will feed Willump and grant him a stack of Well-Fed. Each stack of Well-Fed will increase his movement by 10% per stack. 3% maximum health and size will increase. This stacks up to 5. And these stacks will refresh off each cast of Consume and will fall off every 50 through 70 seconds, scaling on its rank. Absolute Zero now has a 50 to 95% slow that channels through the duration, and it no longer has an initial cast time. These are good buffs to Nunu. The Visionary one especially. Consume, this is pretty good.
He does need a mobility. He does need the mobility.
Yes. I just dislike that it's
falls off.
Out of combat movement speed. Mostly because he no longer has his on-kill movement speed buff. He no longer has his percentage damage on attacks thing. So he's going to be doing a little bit less damage. Absolute Zero is still trash.
Yeah.
There's this running joke that what is Nunu's team influence in the later stages of the game? Water Elemental.
Absolute Zero?
Absolute Zero. So I'm still holding out for one day we might get a good Nunu, but this is a good start. They're going to have to overhaul the champion.
Yeah, but they're looking
I said we're going to go... Yeah, I said we're going quick, so we're going to blow through the rest of these really, really fast. Talia, base health regen, 7 from 6. Threaded Volley, the cooldown was reduced by 2 seconds at early lengths and 1 at less, so it's now 8 through 3 from 10 through 4. The work ground duration has been dropped by 20 seconds in all ranks. Vladimir's transfusion heal ratio has been increased to 0.35 AP. The Crimson Rush healing bonus, however, has been reduced from 50% to 35%. Tides of Blood, the maximum ratio has been changed to be 0.6 the maximum health plus 1.0 ability power. So less maximum health, more AP. The missile width has been increased to 60 from 40. The missile spawn has been reduced to 15 from 40. So you'll be doing more damage from your AP, but you'll be having less missiles, so take that as you will.
Yorick, his passive, Shepherd of Souls, the threshold for summoning graves set to 4 on Howling Abyss. The Dark Procession, Yorick's now cast at his maximum range if Dark Procession is cast outside of his maximum range. And Morning Mist now only marks champions and monsters, does not cast on minions. Yorick will now see his minions teleport with him when he teleports and heads back to base as well, so you don't leave them behind.
Kog'Maw, they cleaned him up a little bit. They made Bioarcane Barrage Tech animation cool, and they updated all of his particles to work with his older animations. That's good stuff. Baron Nashor, you will now be knocked back just the same as always when you're dashing through him. However, the knockback duration is now 0.33 seconds from 1 second. Twisted Treeline, outer turret range got reduced pretty significantly. Not many people play this, but look out for it. And yeah, we've also got with this patch Star Guardian stuff, but I haven't seen the video yet.
So I asked him when it came out, I'm like, please do not watch this, and so I can record it live, and so I can post it, because I want to do more like small like reaction videos and stuff, because hearing him do stuff for the first time is to me, it's so funny. So I'm going to we're gonna queue it up right now. It's gonna be in our gameplay. And when I say go ahead and start. Go ahead.
Alright, we got Riot Games. There's nothing unusual. Starboy. I don't want to talk over the whole thing, but...
No, you're gonna...
Oh, God. Oh.
It's so coy.
Oh, wow.
This is what I hear all weekend at an anime convention. Wait for it.
Are they trying to sound like a Korean language?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Oh. Oh, no.
They're so gross looking. I don't know why Poppy and Lulu look so gross to me.
Oh no, the edgelord is making her sad. Wait.
Why are
This
they
is
on the
stupid.
moon?
This is the stupidest thing I've seen in my life.
We have to have the shot of them staring into the sun. Or at the city.
Oh god. They spent a lot of money on this too. Like, this isn't cheap to do. Why didn't they come up with a new enemy to fight?
Well, there's been hints that it's going to be Urgot. He's going to get a skin to be their bad guy.
I hope it's Urgot.
Because Jink has an animation that says, what is it? It's like, Urgot, sorry you had to fight a Star Guardian. Sup, I'm back.
Ugh. Oh, she came back. Thanks, Falco, for coming back.
Which one's Slippy? Is it Lulu?
Yes. Jinx has still gotta be an edgelord. Like, okay. This isn't a cheap thing to produce. This is very expensive to make. And I get it, they're gonna make a lot of money selling Star Guardian skins, but they were gonna anyway. Like, why this? And like, you know, oh no, Jinx isn't one of us, but then we fight a monster and there's no tension at all, but Jinx came and helped us anyway. Like, there was no tension, that whole thing. As a story, it's lame, and as an anime, I guess it's as cohesive as an anime. Oh god. You know, I shouldn't get upset about these things. It's just people having fun, but at least with like New Dawn, like there's some tension and cohesion there.
And then Ari.
As much as I hate that Ari won, it's like whatever. Cool, they fought and there was tension. But this, I was just like, oh, it's anime. And then they were worried for a second, but it was okay because it was a minute and 40 seconds.
Baron looked cool.
Not really.
Baron looked okay.
He didn't. He like,
Rawr!
I'm gonna bite. Oh, an explosion. I'm gonna bite again, and then he disappeared. And it's like, I assume Jinx got him.
Got him.
Yeah. As for the skins themselves, they're not bad.
I like Poppy's armor. I really like the way it looks.
People are gonna make a lot of money. They're gonna make a lot of money on the Jinx skin.
You want to talk about Halloween? Because that's more fun.
Halloween!
So this year, we've got 3 skins confirmed. First off, we have Witch Morgana. Then we have Witch Tristana, which is really cool. And then finally, for the legendary skin, we have Little Demon Teemo. For those of you that were like, well, didn't that already get released? A little while ago, a bunch of fans created a Demon Teemo skin that you could download to replace his base skin with one of those kind of like personal skins. And now they actually made it an official skin for Halloween. I really like the idea of having this Teemo skin, and that ties into the Halloween event for this year. Oh my god, a Halloween event, I know. It's going to be...
The Halloween can come at any time!
Doombots of Doom is returning with a special functionality where the Doombots will actually summon Demon Teemo in the middle, and then he will be, like, super massive. I think he's, like, the biggest character model in the game right now. And he'll walk down, and he'll just start destroying buildings and stuff, and I think that's a great way to, do an event. It's like the skins tie in, you already got an event, you just are changing it around, and you have demonic summoning. So,
I think this is, honestly, too many Yordle skins too close together. We already have so many Morgana skins, and we just got 2 Yordle skins and getting 2 more. It's like,
yeah.
To me, where are my zombie brands? Where are Headless Horseman Hecarims? Like, those were cool, terrifying skins.
Yeah, I do have to admit.
The past two herrings has been like, oh, it's
Zombie Slayers sucked.
Zombies ate your neighbor skins, and now it's 2 Yordle skins.
Yeah,
nobody plays Teemo. God damn it!
The thing that really bothers me, like, I want to be like, the skins themselves look really good. I love Tristana using a cauldron as a cannon this time around and using all these cool like spell effects. It's just it bothers me that the amount of skins have been reduced. They are pumping out skins for characters that don't need any skins, and they're not really getting creative with it.
What if they made like Goblin Trundle or like Swashbuckler costume Tarek or so. Like, there's so many costumes.
Definitely not York would have been a great one with even all of his minions have like little like sunglasses on
I
and
know
stuff.
there's so many great things. They just didn't.
I wonder if the art team was focused on the Star Guardian stuff and they didn't get to really put as much effort into the Halloween stuff.
I don't know. This feels pretty boring to me.
I do have a story. So at work, we were because originally the trailer had the Morgana and Tristana, and then a cauldron with like a little spooky ghost inside of it, and then minions were jumping into it. And we were like, all right, so it's going to be Teemo. And one guy at work's like, it's not going to be Teemo. And we're like, okay. And then Riot put out the second image of Teemo floating above the cauldron, and then like the two others going, yay! He's like, that's not Teemo. And we're like, it's Teemo. He's like, it's a skin. It doesn't have to look like the person that you think it does. It could be anybody. And then we're like, okay. And then
I love your work environment right now.
It's just one guy, and I hope he's not going to listen. Even so, I'm calling you out, and you can talk to me at work about it because it's a real problem. But and so we're like, all right. And so everybody at work's like, really? It's not Teemo? And so we're literally like posting comparisons. It's like, who is it? Who do you think it is? He's like, well, I think it's Vagar. And I'm like, no, they're not going to do that for Vagar. You're an idiot. And so when it was confirmed, I screenshot him like it's Teemo, and he's
you've really been packing this in.
It has annoyed everybody at work. It has annoyed everybody at work, and it's just like, dude, it's like he also had a problem with us trying to figure out the best comp strategy for the Star Guardians. We're like, so who would be the jungler in the Star Guardians? He's like, no, it's not a team comp. The skins are only there for fun. I'm like, so we can't have fun. It's just one of those things where it's just like the person taking away all the fun out of skins, and it's just like, how does that not look like Teemo? End of the story. That's pretty much like, how did that not look like Teemo? Tell me how that could look like anybody else.
But that's it. I don't know. I'm not pleased with that. But next thing on the block is the 2017 ranked changes. They're bringing back solo duo queue.
Thank you.
You know, everybody wanted this. Everybody wanted this.
I think it definitely hurt ranked for, not being able to go into one person. Because, yeah, like, I don't have 5 people to play with for ranked, and I don't want to go in solo.
Yeah, it's dynamic queue. I almost always had a bad time in dynamic queue, unless I had like 4 people. If I had less than that, it was always like, oh, the other dynamic group threw the game for us.
Yeah.
It's just obnoxious, but this is much better. It's up to gold, and then it's all solos, which is great because I don't play in gold anymore. Look how cool I am. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So we'll have to see if if all these people that are like, we need solo queue back, we'll see how much they complain. I'm looking forward to it. But I, for one, am happy because, 2 people that spend like 600 games together going up against a bunch of pubs, there's no contest.
Yep.
So, yeah, pretty lame.
In other news, they have announced that they will be finally adding us a replay system in the 2017 season.
What?
This has been something that I've been asking for since the creation of the show, and it has been almost 7 years. So
1974.
The problem I had is the fact that they wouldn't address the situation. Be like, we're working on it. It's like every other MOBA, almost every other competitive game has a replay system out the gate now, and you guys still haven't implemented it yet. It's like there has been software that has been doing it better, like the LoL replay, which I used for the longest time until patches came out so frequently the guy couldn't keep up with it. So it's just like, come on, hire this guy, just have him integrate it into your system and call it good. Like, that's all you gotta do.
There's a lot of people that are making products of other products that are way better. Like Nostralius or LoL Replay. Those are the only 2 examples I know.
But yeah, and it's one of those systems, like, you have enough money, if you're gonna spend it on the stupid animation, get a feature that a majority of us will use, and like, because I analyze my gameplay. I take what I analyze my stuff, and a lot of people also are like, yeah, I would like to, but they make it very difficult, and it's like, it's really hard to see what I did wrong last match when I can't go back and watch, so...
I heard that.
But yeah, that's a feature that I can't wait for, so...
Indeed. And it's a feature a lot of us else can't wait for. But we're running super long because we had a million things to go over, so we're going to drop questions this week. But we normally try to answer 2 if we can. So, if you have a question for us about the show, about Spastic Gaming, about League of Legends, about upcoming content, about upcoming games, about what we think of Legion, about what we think of Atlas Reactor, anything really, please post in the comment section below. Send it to our email, it's bestgaming@gmail.com, or post it on our Facebook, Twitter, or website, all of which are linked in the information down below. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/bestgaming. You can donate to that to get exclusive content, bonus features, and more. Take a look if you want to support the show. We definitely appreciate it, and it helps us keep going because
We love
we
you.
just need that energy. We just need it in our bones.
Our boons.
Bell. Bell.
Well, they did water elemental.
And it's been Axis. God loves you, and I do too.
I'm sailing away.
Click.